Hey, Cmax here. We're going to do a review of the Smith & Wesson M&P 40. The 40 means it's a 40 caliber, Smith & Wesson 40 caliber. It's a 40 caliber. That's one of my reloads there. I like the 40 caliber. I like to reload it. It's just a fun cartridge. What you see here is what you get in the box. Of course, you get the pistol, 3 magazines, instruction manual. This is a registration product card, and they actually give you this little fancy envelope. It's got a, let's see, it's got a spent case in it for where they test fired it. That seems to be real popular here lately in some of the manufacturers putting them in there. Yeah, I don't care either way on that. Sometimes I'll take them out and actually reload them, but this one I haven't. This particular gun's got replaceable back straps right here. I've got it set, so I've just put these extra ones in a bag, keep it in the gun closet. This particular pistol, I have the Hogue wrap on it, the handall. It makes it fit my hand literally like a glove. Let me run through some specs and stuff real quick before I do a field strip on it. Well, first of all, like I said, this is a 40 caliber, M&P 40. It's just the standard model. It's not the competition or long. It actually has a little bit shorter barrel than what I normally like or accustomed to, which is usually at least a 5-inch barrel. This has a 4.25-inch barrel. Magazines hold 15 rounds. And by the way, I don't know if you can see this on here, but the magazine is the same for the 357 SIG or the 40 caliber. So if you had a 357 SIG that this also is available in, it would be the same magazine. Let's see what else we got here. Trigger pull 6.5 pounds. They consider it a large frame. Overall length is 7.63 inches. They say it's a Zytel polymer frame with stainless steel barrel and slide and structural components. Empty weight is 24.25 ounces. The overall height is 5.5 inches. The width is 1.2 inches. The sight length is 6.4 inches. So those are the specs on it. Some other things that this particular weapon has is, first of all, it's got a loaded chamber indicator. Let me get this up here where you might be able to see it here. Hold on, let me adjust some light here. If you look down in there, you can see the brass of the cartridge. Now, I know I put a nickel piece of brass that's ready for reloading in there for this demonstration purpose, which I'm going to eject now. So, just wanted to show you the loaded chamber indicator. So you can see that's just a nickel piece of brass, new primer size, ready for loading. We've already talked about the interchangeable back straps. Magazine release on it is reversible, so it's ambidextrous. You can put it on either side. You can adjust the sights for windage, dovetail the front for the elevation. You've got the the slide release tab, and this is the takedown. This is the takedown indent. It's got no external safety, yay. But it does have a magazine disconnect, and the only thing that I really don't like about it's a little bit weird is the little bar inside you have to move to tear it down, and I'll show you that in just a minute. The gun, I like it. I think it shoots better than my Glock does. No offense, Glock people, you know, it's a striker fired as well. The trigger's nice. I have not had the opportunity to shoot the new competition line that the M&P Smith & Wesson's come out with, but I really want to. They got longer barrels on it. Some of them are ported. I don't know, the porting, they have holes up in here. I don't know that it actually serves a purpose. Sure does look cool, especially like in a 9mm, maybe in a 45 or possibly in the 40. But I hope to have one of those one day as well. Of course, it's got the rail so you can attach your blender or whatever you want to put on there, lights, all that kind of good stuff. I'm not a big fan of that. It's just for me, I like the guns as they are, excuse me. But that's the basic rundown of the pistol here. I am going to see, it will not fire without the magazine in it. Put it in there, see if she'll click. So that's the only safety that's in it. I'm gonna get the stuff out of the way so I can tear it down for you. I'll be right back. Hey, Cmax back. Okay, got all the junk out of the way. I'm gonna go do the peel strip of it. Of course, when you pick it up, always check the action, so make sure nothing's in it. I've already removed the magazine. What you want to do first is put the slide back. Now, this is the only weird thing in here, and I'm gonna insert a picture here on what we're looking for. But basically, let's see if you let me get it up here so that you may be able to see. Hold on 1 second. All right. Right there, there is a yellow colored piece of metal. Let's see if you can see that right down in there. Now, not the piece of metal that's sticking out like this, but there's one that's folded up along the body there. I'm hoping you can see that. And what you have to do is push it forward. So let me grab something here to push this forward with. I apologize, I probably already should have had that. But it doesn't take much, there's no real force on it. Get back down here. You just take it and move it forward. So now you should be able to see that she's moved forward there. Can you see that? Well, if I get the thing out of the way. All right, that's going to allow it to break down. If that is not pushed forward like that, then she's not going to come apart. So that's the only really strange thing you have to do. With the magazine locked back, you'll see that this takedown tab will meet up with the indentation and slide here. So, slide it forward and she comes apart. And that's it, pretty standard. As you can see here, that's the little bar I was talking about right there. And like I said, I'm gonna put in a better picture. Actually, the owner's manual's got a great picture of it in there, and I'm just going to insert that into the video. And she's dirty, so I'm not going to have you watch me clean it, but I'll come back as soon as I have everything ready to go back together. Of course, you pull out the spring, and the barrel comes out, and without tearing down the striker fire mechanism, that's as far as you need to go. And you don't take that out except for once in a blue moon. So not going to do that today. Probably do it sometime in the future, but just don't need to do it, and I'm not going to. All right, well, let me give it a quick clean, and I'll show you how to put it back together. Real simple, it just goes in the reverse order. Be right back. Thanks. Hey, Cmax here. We're back. Got everything cleaned up. You can check out. I was never going to make a gun cleaning video because there's just so many different ways to do it, so many different products, and everybody so opinionated. But then I had a subscriber, who was new. Had one of my guns, one of the Tauruses, and he didn't think he was doing it right, so I decided to make one. And it's a little bit long, but it covers a lot of different stuff. And for someone new to firearms, it's got some pretty good information. At least I think it does, you know. But just so you know what I did, I cleaned it up, and today I used the Remington bore cleaner. Why? I don't know, it just felt like it. I've got tons of choices I could have used. So I got all the buildup and the carbon off of it with that and the brush, Q-tip, toothbrush, wonderful, perfect for it. Then once I got all that up, I did do a little bit of polishing. I polished this piece right here, and then I polished the feed ramp. Right here, I tend to do that on my guns. So when I have them apart, I didn't do it a lot, just a little bit because I've done it before, just to keep everything smooth so it feeds well. Lubricated everything when I got done with the old Hops MDL, which is a CLP, you know, cleaner, lubricant protected thing. Looped it all up, got it all ready to go. So now it's time to put it back together. Now the main thing that you got to remember is that lever that we were talking about earlier, this lever right here, this yellow, has to be down, not along the wall, but into the mag well to get it to go back together. So that's the only real trick to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to reassemble it, put the barrel in, just like 99% of all the other firearms. I'm going to hold the outside so I can write that down. Just insert the mag spring. Make sure you've got it centered and lined up on everything. You don't want it cocked up or left or right, so you want everything straight along the slide. It looks pretty good. Go over one more time. Remember, when you clean, it doesn't have to be perfect. But if you do a decent job regularly, the gun's going to stay very clean. Okay, we've got two notches, or I should say 2 slots there. We've got 2 ribs that she rides on. So you put her together. Slide it back, lock it. Okay. Now, I pulled that up, or you can insert a magazine, which will line that back up as well. So you've got that in, drop her down. There you go. She's back together. Simple as that. Smith & Wesson M&P 40. Do like it a lot. Shoots well. Highly recommend that you get one. Put it in the collection. See what you think. I'd like to know if you like yours. You know, how you compare it to a Glock. They're all fine weapons. You know, Smith & Wesson. They've been around for a long time. So that's it for this video. I'm going to have a little bit of shooting like I normally do on my gun reviews. Might even see if there's a water jug I've got on tape that I hit with the 40 caliber critical defense. If so, I'll put that in as well. Thanks for watching. Remember, safety, eyes and ears. Keep your finger off the trigger every time you pick it up. Check the action. Know where the muzzle's pointed. Be safe. Have fun. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Smith & Wesson. Wow. Dang, that's fun.